they tried to make it easier for you.
I know, but they didn't.
I
I wish they would just let us know. Movable floors are tiny. This is the only
Hi,
part
Sally.
that I have.
This Sally. Come at the table. How's your pup? He's fine. They tried to make it easier. I know, but they didn't.
Hi, Sally.
Hi, Paul. I think we're good now, Daniel. Okay.
Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming. This is our 5K, Lucy Roberts Wells Library 5K Challenge race. Normally Kevin is running things, but he has a conflict on his schedule tonight, so I'm gonna try to run through this and see where we are. So if I skip anything, or you have questions that I haven't addressed, please speak up. And I guess we'll go through the agenda. Bottled water and other refreshments, we have that, yes? Bottled water will be the Friends. And we'll probably pick that up. Okay, and refreshment tables on the offset, refreshment tables on, we'll do those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and the cleanup crew would be all of us on the library board and any of the student helpers that we can get to help get everything back in place. So we've got awards committee, trophies and boosters. You don't see me online here.
I haven't seen any bills, but I don't normally get them till the time of the
Great awards. I think we're waiting on the 10-year award, right, Karen?
Yeah,
Which we know we have two.
yeah,
Okay.
and there are dates on those. We did find that out.
Okay, so we're looking for confirmation on the 10-year award, folks, before we get those medals in place, and we have the rest.
Well, I
of them.
think Kevin, said there were two.
Okay, did we have to determine if they have years on them?
They
do.
They do.
They do.
Check,
Okay.
yep.
They do. Sponsorships, we'll go through to that this is a banner year for sponsorships. Which is great to see. And sounds like we have checks in from almost all of our business vendors or sponsors as that goes through. I myself brought my personal pet book so I could do my trustee sponsor. It was the only way I
We're
could
light on
remember.
trustee sponsors.
We're light on the trustee sponsors. Okay, so if you have not given or you have not given in the legacy program or whatever, please take a moment. We consider a
Trustees
donation.
only, right?
Trustees only. Yeah. As that goes through. So, and most of the checks have already been received. There are a few that are due to come in the next week or so, is my understanding.
So kudos, we can pick it up this week.
You can pick it up this week, okay? So items have been,
I'm gonna have to go back to my records,
No. We invoiced them today.
invoicing today.
and that, those are the two that I saw that were outstanding.
And then we have so Matt going into or something.
Okay, and so has Somat retreaded yet? I saw a couple of emails about that.
Yeah, I just confirmed with Leanne what the fee was, so they'll issue a new check.
Okay,
Great fees.
all right, and prizes, do we know where we stand with the prizes? Is that?
Karen, did you have an opportunity to count how many?
I did not.
So we do have all the dining partners who give certificates, and other
Great.
than that, I don't know, I
We'll
didn't
do
know.
that. We can do that.
Yeah, there are a couple, I don't know, if somebody else wants to, some of the newer people on the board want to, get a little bit involved in this. I mean, some of them are easy enough things, like going to the Yard Goats website and filling out the form, and they give us a family pack. Doing a letter and dropping it off to Trader Joe's, and then arranging to pick up the bag of $50 worth of groceries.
So is that in the list of things that people can do here that we can assign out?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, planting the seed here. So it's, it's time to widen the outreach.
Right, and time is of the essence, right?
Yeah.
We have, really, our race is just about a month away. We'll have one more meeting, but that's just before the race. Right, our meeting will be on the 8th and the race is on the 21st. So we'd like to know that we have everything in place by our next meeting. So now
Well,
would be
the other
time.
thing is the sponsor board has to be printed, so you need a couple weeks prior to the race date.
So what's the cutoff date? What do we think?
The 21st.
I mean, I would say by the 8th, May 8th, because,
So that's our next meeting at the very
No,
latest. No,
maybe
we've
the
got to do it
5th.
before that.
the 5th, maybe the Friday before.
Race is on the 21st.
I know,
Okay.
but I think 2 weeks, that it's just, they just have to print the thing on, that they do, but we just have to have the full list of.
Okay, and that's a sponsor board that's shown at the race?
Yep.
Okay,
Or we could do it May 1st or whatever you want, May 3rd.
I think May 1st is an easier day to remember and get people going, and that does give us a little leeway for the wait a minute, I can't open that kind of thing.
Okay.
If that goes through. So we'll look to do that.
Yeah.
The training company,
We sent the, we're all set with that. I know Leanne's
right,
the check.
so the timing company, we're all set, we've got the contact and we've got the check going out to them. Registration forms and online registration. Do we really only have
Kevin
79?
said not 79 have registered online so far, and there's two little
readers.
Little readers?
So we have 13 youths and 64 adults registered so far. And compared to last year, we had a total of 14 youths at the end of the day. And 161 adults, so we just need another 100 adults to sign up, and we're even to last
Next
year.
couple of weeks are usually.
Yeah.
They usually come in more often.
No, she said 60.
All right, so that answered my follow-up question. So we're pretty much on par in terms of calendar, date, and number of people that are registered.
Right, and Kevin has the email, text, and the schedule for the emails to go out.
Reminder emails.
Yeah,
I just wanted, didn't Kevin say he wasn't sure he could make the meeting here tonight? He had coach then we might zoom in if he could.
Yes, we have Zoom up,
Oh, okay,
but he's not on it.
all right, but I remember he said he might be a little late.
Right. So, so thank you, Neil. We did try to get that going and get that set up. So rates, we already have our rates, figured out. Numbers, I believe Kevin has the numbers from Platt as that goes through.
The deposit's been sent to, but we got their invoice and that went out last week.
Super. Police, Ron, we're all set with them?
I given them the heads up, but closer to the race, I've got to call into the sergeant just to make sure, hopefully they can have a vehicle there to start the race off and go over the road closures and stuff like that.
Okay. Super. And I believe Kevin is now, if not the owner of the store of the loudspeaker and starter horn, so I think we're all set with that. Homeowner notification, we have folks
Yeah,
walking
The
around.
three of us, Neil
Right,
probably. yeah.
Kevin, yourself and me, I think it is.
Yes.
Right. I'm trying to remember last year, did I get the street name, from your office?
They'll, probably the next meeting.
No,
on it,
we'll
Kevin
do
will
a-
highlight that you do.
We'll do a map.
That's it, the race. Yeah, all right.
Okay, course signs, sponsor signs, so those are in progress. We collected the logos, the sponsor signs, that's what you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, the sponsor board, yep.
Sponsor board.
And the banners, Scott and I put the banners up some, Saturday, Sunday.
And when does it go up at CBS?
The week
The
before.
week
The
before.
week before? Okay, bathrooms and power, that's an easy one now that we have our setup out here in the courtyard, that's all set up. Race volunteers and road volunteers, so.
Um, We can order,
Sorry, yeah.
I'm gonna work time.
Yeah.
If
I
they're
can
able
work
to
with
come,
them.
or.
Yeah, now we have
Now we have three members signed up.
volunteer.
Perfect. Two at a time, to assist.
That's not too
If we
many.
get more, I'll let you know, but right now it's just the three and possibly somebody who will be wearing a dual hat.
And me.
So Paul is a possible, but
He puts down the radio, he puts on the.
Yeah.
Oh, our new leader DJ said I could possibly wear two hats.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, so you get paid twice.
Yeah. Zero and zero.
but we have three dedicated CERT members. at
We
this
have three
point.
dedicated, super, thank you.
And my question is, I guess, next meeting, I need to know where to tell them who they should report to and what time they should come and report.
Probably,
Kevin or Ron.
yeah, probably report to either Kevin or myself,
Okay.
you know, we gotta.
Yeah, and I'll just need a time that they need to show up.
Can I just mention that we're in the process of arranging a meeting with DJ regarding
And
CERT.
Sally, I think
And
we're gonna
Sally
do-
wanted you to be there and Ron.
We want you at a meeting. Remember, we talked about the race course?
Huh?
Right.
Oh, are you gonna finally get one going?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so he reached out to us and we're just waiting to hear back, but he did mention you, Sally, and he mentioned you.
Oh,
Ron.
Cool.
And DJ is.
He's the emergency.
He's
manager.
emergency.
So he's emergency manager.
He's in charge of CERT. When you get, when you.
No, if they show up by 8:15, it'll be a meet at the post. Right now, Wilson Street's probably the main road for the race. They go out the 4 times.
Wilson, how do I make it?
And the Garfield usually control shut down.
Yeah. Well, those are the main,
Yeah.
those are the main intersections.
That's what Sally at the meeting, they'll probably figure out where everyone's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good to know where to tell them to go and who they should
Yep.
report
Yep.
to.
Did you, hit Andy yet? Did you find out from Andy if you can, Andy Brecker, he can do?
Not yet, I haven't seen him, but we can ask him, yeah.
And then transportation for mile climbers, are we having mile climbers?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think, no, not anymore.
Just under the same section, just to let you know that, the insurance certificate has been ordered and it's been submitted to, her name escapes me every time. Thank you, Lauren. I've got Jeff Barron stuck in my
Yeah.
head forever, so,
Jane, did you want to circle back to Neil about the trophy?
Yeah, I was gonna mention, there are gonna be 2 10-year medals this year, so I'll contact Paul Powers tomorrow, let him know.
Okay.
I was just waiting, we weren't sure yet how many, 10-year medals we had. We have 2 trophies, but they have the year on them from last year. Trophy man, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Can they polish the years off?
No, I think we have.
Really?
we had that happen a couple of years ago, we had one place.
So you're taking care of the 2 10-year awards and we have all the others. Or
Well,
standard
else is
water,
the same.
first place, yeah, first place for the different age divisions and.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Okay, very good. And are we ordering some medals for the little runners?
Yes, we
I
said.
don't know. what the-
Yeah, are
Okay.
we using the same company? No, okay.
I don't think you need to get anything that
Fancy.
fancy unless they, you know, I mean, you could get
Can
them.
we do something through like Oriental Trading? or
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what we
that?
were thinking, yeah, we were gonna order like, yeah, not something too fancy.
Okay.
I think kids will just be happy to have a medal, and you don't want something too heavy on like a 2-year-old, you know, so.
No, you don't, and you don't want it to look exactly like all the other, you know, first, second, third place folks, as that goes up too, so it's something to look at that. All right, we'll have to figure out as time goes on how many those we're going to order.
Well, based on advanced registration, I don't think that we need to have
That many.
100. I don't even think we, you know, we have 50, it would be a lot.
Saving for next year.
Yeah, let's not put a year on these.
They go in.
Okay, so back down on our list, we went through ambulance and certainly we had an ambulance on standby?
Yes.
Okay, so that's done, thank you. And then obtain t-shirts. So we've got the logos, I think, from every vendor that's there. Lisa helped pull together some of those and gave me an initial count. We'll just verify that. At tonight's regular meeting, I'll ask for approval to expend that money. It's the same thing always, but we're in good shape. The vendor that prints the t-shirts is aware and has agreed to print them for us and go out. So it's just the fine tuning of getting the actual numbers and counts by size as we go through that. Public relations? You have anything?
Just that I have contacted Gary Byron and Steve Parker. So we're getting something lined up with each of them, probably, Gary wants to do it about a week and a half before the race. And I am looking into the Real Reminder and to the Hartford Current online, and Fiona, you can talk about your articles.
I wrote a press release just based on what Karen had shared with me from last year and just updated the information. So that'll go to Newington Life with photos also. I'm gonna submit that by Wednesday. I think the deadline is this Wednesday.
Yeah, the deadline is Friday, I think.
Friday, okay. And I did reach out to my contact at Fox 61 about making some kind of like interstitial announcement at some point. I would imagine he'll probably do it closer to the day. And I'll be in touch with him for a follow-up, but he's usually pretty good about letting me know like when it's gonna happen.
Okay.
And I know that, Churko's had the race in his newsletter every week, except for last week, I guess he did too much, but, and then Kate Farrar is going to be doing it as well, but she doesn't like to do it too far out. She's gonna be doing it closer to the day.
Okay.
She ran the race last year. Kate Farrar.
Did she run it last
Did
year?
her
I
husband.
think Gary did too.
Yeah. Or I think
She walked it
there,
fast.
he's there.
Oh, walked it, I don't know. He, and I think even his,
And I did send it to the chamber as well, and I have to follow up with them and see,
It's been in.
oh, it has been, cause I haven't,
It's
checked,
been
but
in.
it has been, okay, good.
great. Thank you. Sponsor sign, race sign and banner.
Could I also
So
mention one other thing, that I know the Friends, they put flyers in certain businesses around town. And I was gonna see if I could get their list, but if somebody wants to go to the different businesses, because I think I'd wait till the book sale's over. But you do see them when you go in, I've been to some of the local businesses and there are flyers right there. So if someone, I'll print them out if someone wants to go to the businesses and get them posted.
it's a good idea. Do you know how many?
It's not that many, well, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 at the
You
most.
give them up.
Okay. If somebody, just let me know who wants to do it and I'll get them printed out this week.
Okay, and so we talk to the manager and say, hey, we're putting this up, or they're just used to library things going up?
I think, I'll ask Daryl what she said,
Open
but if
program.
I think because it's a library stuff, they let them do it.
Okay. So we'll just update the book sale with the race.
Yeah, like they could take down the book sale for them and just put the race up.
Good idea. I do see a lot of the signs around for the book sale already out there. And then we're gonna have to put out the race signs, right? We have those. So it's pretty much the same list of people that we use again
Yeah, we updated it.
for lawns, yeah, but for lawns and locations like that.
I don't think you have as many signs, so,
Would be not.
but I mean, we can pick the most visible spots and just put them on.
And we need volunteers for that? Yes. So we need volunteers to put out the signs and then we go out,
I can.
Okay,
I'll put down, put down for that too.
Ron and Neil.
okay.
I can do some of the, not the necessarily yard signs, but the, local business
Okay.
signs too, yeah.
Super.
These would be lawn signs, I guess. Oh,
Yeah, you know, they almost look like the little political signs.
Maybe you
Just
can
stick
work
them
a
in
deal
the-
where you pull the book sale sign out and put this one in.
I think it says race next week. It doesn't have the date
Oh,
for the race on it.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah, put it out too early.
To the date.
Yeah, because we were trying to, not have to reprint signs all the time or slap things on the bottom of it, so, have to be done like the week before.
I'll look at the thing, it could say the third Sunday.
It might say the third Sunday.
Oh, it might say the third Sunday.
Yeah,
That's
the case,
cool.
we'll go out sooner.
Yeah.
Ron, I'll let you know, okay?
Okay. Maybe that's what we did. I remember discussions, I don't remember the decision. Yeah, soon I won't remember the discussions either, right? So sending out passport registration forms to the task force and we don't do that anymore. Let's do that. Is there any other business, anything we haven't discussed or talked about, or ideas people want to bring up for the race?
There's a list.
I had a couple things that I just had questions about. We have a DJ this year again, right?
Yes,
We have a contract,
I sent it out. I haven't gotten it back yet, but Michelle spoke with him.
so we're gonna get W9 this year, I hope.
Yes, yes, Leanne.
I'll say it for, good answer.
It's the same guy, right?
I want to say I can lose this too easily, but you just needed that piece of paper. So, one of the things that Anna has nicely done besides going out and really beefing up all of our sponsors and getting that set up and, staying on top of timelines and stuff for the race, but she created the responsibilities task list for the race as we can go through, and that's good because that'll be good for a blueprint for us and for everybody and anybody else throughout time as we go forward. So, thank you for those efforts. That's very nice. Did everyone get a copy of this? Did we send it out more email or anything?
Maureen probably doesn't.
So basically, if you look down on the side, there's a lot of things that are done. I'm thinking that we should probably focus on the in focus or anything with question marks on it.
She did.
So we talked about the PR committee, the newspaper announcement, online registration, going through that. Those are all in process. I think those are good. Facebook, Fiona, were you writing something up for the Facebook page as well?
Yes, and I sent it, I'm sorry, I forgot her name again. Michelle, thank you. Oh, Michelle. She's been promoting it heavily, and I've shared it to local town pages, so I'll keep kind of doing that, maybe not like weekly, because that might be too much, but maybe every 10 days or 2 weeks, just like resharing it on the town pages. But it's been like, there's been posted, a lot of postings, so I think people are able to share that.
Super, super. Does anyone else, so I'm not a member of Facebook, so I don't see any of that stuff. I don't know if others have.
Yeah.
Great.
Some engagement too, which is good.
Great.
Yeah.
Super. Thank you for that. So the paper drive for Newington Human Services, we're doing that again. Have we promoted that yet? Not yet, but we will.
And
You did?
yeah, I promoted it in the email that went out to the runners.
No, I know.
Oh,
But I meant, we could also, in our publicity, we could promote it more, and I'm saying we haven't done it.
Is that something you want me to draft, like write out a post for Michelle for sure or
Yeah,
no?
did we put that did you put that in your blurb? I can't
I
remember.
didn't put it in.
I don't think so.
Maybe we can just add a line to your,
Okay.
to your, the Newington Life thing. Yeah.
Oh, to the Newington line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you after to get like just the details.
Yeah, sure. And there's a list too, I can put it on the website of like the items that they're looking for.
Is it the same list as last year?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they want paper goods, they want, I think, like, health and beauty aids, I think stuff, that kind of stuff they're looking for.
So shampoo, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Toilet paper, paper towels,
yeah,
healthy beauty,
okay.
don't need macaroni and cheese, don't need cereal. Don't need canned beans at all.
And I just notified our church, they're really short on things like detergent and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll put the list up on the website of the items that people can donate. And we should, we have a lot of bins, but we should bring more bins out because we, unless Human Services has big bins, because we ran out of space with the paper goods right away.
They have a couple, I'm sure if you talk to, not certain. You talk to Pam or Carol, they could get
We
this
just
out
put
there.
it out that.
Yeah, because they have bins that they have in the main storage area.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
that would be good, and then they can just give it back.
Can I question this middle school cheers thing?
Yeah, and you're talking about line 44?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
so you did this last year.
right. Did anybody sign up?
We had a few that were referred, or we referred them. Right, but yeah, we didn't get, that's a tough one. It doesn't seem like,
I mean, I contacted them, I gave them flyers, I did all that stuff, and you got a couple from outside of that.
You know,
So-
one of the things I was thinking of, when I was looking over the list is that maybe our focus or reach out is going in the wrong direction. Maybe we should be reaching out through human services because they know the families that are strapped, and maybe those are the kids that could get the Cheers complimentary entry. I mean,
well, I think middle school doesn't, it's not like they have an organized sport where they do that either, you know what I mean?
No.
And some of the running groups they used to have in town, they don't have those anymore
Right,
for the younger children.
so
but that
should I go to human services? Do you think I should?
I don't think.
Is there some code?
Going human services, she has people come to her with odd needs.
What, I'm sorry.
Carol has a lot of people come to her with unique needs,
Yeah,
and if she knew about something like that.
right,
I mean, it might not yield anything, but at least we could maybe avail of it.
Maybe that's something that needs to build steam too over years when people know.
It hasn't been,
Oh,
I
it
mean, it's been,
hasn't.
it went on for a while.
Well, without the kids running groups, you kind of fell in on it, so.
I could give you, I think we could use, what we've done, I mean, in the past, we've done paper forms, so they just have to write that they're a Cheers registration or something like that, and they send it in or give it to us, but I don't think it's set up online, so.
well, there was supposed to be some code or something, right?
because we have the codes that I sent you.
Oh, yeah,
an
she
email.
did, I'm sorry, you did, yeah.
So, yeah, so there's, you know, 16, I mean, we can make as many codes as we need.
Well, it's based on also the number of registered.
Yeah, so right now we have 16, and then some of the sponsors end up donating their codes back. They don't use them.
So I have the codes, that's what she's saying, so we have to get the codes into the right person's hands, though, when they register.
Okay, so these six, how many ever are here already? Are they gonna get those codes? Or do?
No, they,
Well, why don't we find out first if they're interested in being the conduit with
human services?
human services,
Okay,
and then if they say yes, then we can get the codes over to them.
okay, and so that's middle school age. Kids, right?
Yeah,
So what's that? And
5th grade through 8th grade.
Up to
13
to 13.
Also 12 to 14.
You know, middle school, 5th grade.
Yeah,
That's 10.
that's 10.
9 or 10 to.
I think about middle school back when I was.
I think it was
That
different
was a
then.
long time.
Yeah.
ago.
Which is what-
It was called junior high.
I realized things change over the 50 years.
Okay. So, we've got the bib order numbers, it's marked pending because Kevin does that.
Kevin does that, and I haven't talked to Kevin, so I don't know.
Yeah. We use global database to determine who's eligible for the 10-year medals. I think we've done that. There's 2 people. And jumping down order medals, so Neil, they're going to order the 10-year medals and the others, right? Yep, enlist adults for traffic control, so we have cert now. The dining partner gift certs, she said.
Can we go back to that? I thought we needed more people.
They do. So, we do, yes, I guess we do need more than 3, so, and they need to be adults that,
Right.
volunteer.
So we were going to just put it out there that if you have a spouse or a significant other that can come on the morning of the race to help be one of the people out on the course, that would be nice.
So,
So for traffic control,
Yeah.
yeah,
well, we've got 3 from CERT so far.
And they've all been certified to be,
And you have me,
Traffic,
and hopefully Andy, that's 5. I mean, we can use another 3 or 4.
Okay, I'm not there this year, so
Pardon?
I'm not here
No,
this year, so.
You did a
I've been
great job.
certified, but I still run around like a chicken with my head cut off.
All you needed was a hard hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that.
Or planning your traffic, you know, a road that should have 2 stop signs. That'll be for the least experienced person, the stop sign, because cars got stopped anyways. With the road between, they have those stop signs. You
Yeah,
know,
the barriers didn't mean anything. People got out their car and moved them.
what barriers,
Yeah, the cones.
Worcester has one cone right in the middle.
Well, no, we had one barrier at Ashland and Garfield. And we were closing off Garfield, that's through traffic.
Yep, if you move
But for
it,
some reason, I mean, but you were.
I've had 4 cones. It didn't matter. It was
Yeah,
like
those things
that,
are for
you
other
know,
people.
That doesn't count.
All right, so we are looking, on race day, we'll be looking to have some more adults out there.
If you could put the teenagers from the high school up in here and maybe.
That's what
our-
I'm saying. Yeah, so I think what we need to do is maybe keep the teenagers here, different areas overseeing the collection bins for human
Well,
services.
we need 4 for the water stations, 2 at each spot,
We need them for the little races.
you know, for the finish line and also for.
The high school kids.
They could do the water stations and they could do the little runners, right?
Gotta be able to manage all of them.
You have a.
Has anybody confirmed the number of students that would be coming from high school?
Not yet, it's too early, really.
Okay.
They won't commit.
One of the other things that we need to do is figure out exactly where we're putting that race course, so we can have a meeting with the coaches from the high school for the little runners. They said they were going to create that as an activity for the runners to do together. But
Okay.
I do not know, you talk about where that's going to be.
Behind the Friends storage unit, in between there and the arborvitae's. So I would think it would be going from, you know, Cedar to Garfield along that grassy. Not all the way from this end to that end, but we'll set it up going north-south as opposed to east-west.
So we kind of have to measure it out and stuff. I mean, not that it has to be exact, but
So we're saying how long is the race course? That we're
I
measuring?
don't have it in front of me. I'd have to
Oh,
look
we're doing
at
about
it.
100 yards or something. Yeah.
Okay.
25 yards.
Oh, 50 yards,
50
right?
yards.
50 yards, right? I don't know, I'm not good at measurement, so I don't know how much room is back there.
100 yards is a football
Yeah.
field, so.
Maybe even less than that, 25 yards.
Back and forth, little legs.
Oh, yeah, they're not going.
Back and forth.
but they go really fast.
Okay, so,
They do.
So we can't be measuring it out the morning of, that's my point.
Right.
right, so who are you saying is going to set that up? Were you saying, we have the
The-
runners club or something?
Sorry?
The track team.
The track team,
coaches.
yes.
They're doing it.
I don't have the.
Jay,
Yeah.
Jake
He's
Purcell.
helping to coordinate that.
Okay, so when he's helping to coordinate that, what is he taking on? He's gonna be there on the day? He's gonna set the course, make recommendations?
He's been in touch with the high school coach. And they're supposedly going to come with kids who are runners to do that. That's what we
Okay.
talked about 8 months ago.
So that has to be done ahead of time, not.
Exactly. So, it's too bad Kevin isn't here, that, I don't know if Kevin would be interested in talking with them about it, or, or Andy, if Andy was here, this was his idea.
He's not here, let's nominate him.
Andy, not here to defend yourself.
Well, now we've got Andy doing traffic control on the little runner, so we gotta be careful where we put.
So it has to be measured and there has to be like a start and an end, like an end.
I don't know.
The kids might just keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
You know, maybe just stop.
No, we're gonna corral them.
Catchers at the end.
Yeah, so in my mind, we were gonna do something like set up little cones and
Yeah.
even if we got, you know. I guess it can't be construction, do not cross, but you know, some kind of yellow tape that goes from one end to the other that gives the kids a lane, so to speak. And my guess would be that we would go out and look on that lawn and see the part that's flattest and what happens there. It's pretty good. They run out there all the time anyway, so. Okay, so we have to have that figured out probably by our next meeting, I think.
Before that, yeah.
Because then it's 2 weeks before that happens, so we'll have to put the stake in the ground for that. All right, where are we through this pending? And then how many dining partners gift certs? We have that in there.
What line are you on?
Well, I scrolled all the way down to 60. because-
Okay.
Oh, I see there's some other open question marks, I'm sorry. Place flyers at CCU, update flyers at
That's something
community boards.
that's done this week.
Okay,
Oh, this is the repeat. PR distribute, so distribute flyers to dining partners and local businesses, so 58 and 59 are 58 and 60 are similar on the same topic. We have basically a captive audience with the dining partners. We have a working relationship with them. So, you know, those flyers that you're making up, they could also go to dining partners. Whether we mail them or walk in and say, hi, can we hang this up?
Someone's gotta do that. I mean,
I know,
I can do some.
How many are there?
30 something.
Oh, wow, okay.
we've got 40 altogether.
Right, that's all.
But if we split it up,
What's the,
So do you have?
when do you wanna have that done? Like, when should those be posted?
Well, I wait till the book sales this weekend.
Right,
So
okay,
I wait till after the book sale,
okay.
and then they would probably be happy to put up another flyer. Some of them already have stuff on.
do a swap.
So if you're able to print them out, like, so you just let us know.
Yeah, for sure. So who am I letting know? Me?
Well, yeah, well,
I'll help.
Everybody.
I'll be gone from like May 2nd through like the 6th,
Okay,
7th, so I'll be gone. I'm gonna be in Texas. I'm not gonna be here.
but
So,
I'll have them, I can have them ready for next week.
okay.
If I let people, I'll just put a general email out there ready if anyone wants to come pick them up. So
Okay.
at least 5 people, okay?
Did you see a book sale one hit that?
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
it's Chris, Fiona, Anna, Maureen, Colleen,
Yeah.
and Leanne. That's 6.
Great. Let's do it.
And we can actually take the list and sort it and do it by area.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, then you don't have, you know, you're not running all over town, you're just doing like Fenn Road or
Here.
Main Street.
I drive miles, just in a very
All right,
small
so-
lane, so I can do that.
Keeping my eye on
Yeah.
the clock here. We've got 5 minutes before the start of our next meeting.
Yeah, so you can just jump down, because you've already talked about the t-shirts, we can just jump down to like, put up right there, like 71, 72, update the cheers promotion flyer. I mean, we've already talked about that, so we can make, actually, that's in process.
We talked about the
Same
lawn
thing, yeah.
signs.
Reach out to the Key Club.
Yeah, the Key Club is, and is the Honor Society part of that too?
Is that in process?
Yeah.
Okay,
For all those kids who need to get their hours in before the end of the season.
So are there flyers for the charity? Have we spoke about it? We didn't really speak about
well, if we just, the flyers were if we went through the middle school, but if we're not going through the middle school, we're going through human services. I
it. We can
can
still give her flyers.
I can give her information for you, sure. I'll put something together for you, okay?
Yes,
Okay, I can do that.
you can send it to me and I can print.
Didn't you make the flyers up last year?
No,
No,
you did it.
I did it. I have flyers.
Just change the date.
I'll send that to you. Reserve the speaker system. That's all
That's all
that's
done.
Kevin, that's done.
We discussed that on the agenda.
Each of the sponsors regarding banners, so the sponsors have already been notified about letting us know if they have banners or not. So I'm collecting that data and I'll get that to Lisa and Karen as it's finalized.
Okay.
The sponsor codes have been distributed. That, yeah, we have not had luck with getting volunteers from the sponsors in the past, so we can just skip that. And then if anybody Neil's been really helpful about picking up banners, so if we have any of the to pick up, I'll just reach out to Neil. On line 83, the emails, 83, 84, 85, that's all set. Kevin's got the text.
Great.
This is in process, the sign for the 86 is in process. Leanne said that she
Yep.
did the payment,
We gotta pick up the pace here. What on this list has to be addressed?
so now we're
with these
into
folks here?
May, yeah, we're organize the race trophies, create race bags, organize and label,
That's all May.
yeah, that's all May.
One other thing, in terms of sponsors, I did have them on my master list because I wasn't sure if they were coming on. Cedar Mountain Dental is supposed to be a sponsor. I hope they're checked in either.
Right,
Okay, I just want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they ended up calling the office,
Right, I know they're,
they had said no to me,
and they said
Okay.
yes
And
here.
then
and I
they turned around and
understand
Okay,
said
so we're all set, we're all set. So as we go through, anything else on this that needs to be assigned or passed out today?
no,
Okay. I'll give us an opportunity during our regular meeting if anything has to be assigned or passed out to board members. So it's the end of our meeting, if something comes up there. We can do that. Okay. Then I would say that we're ready to go. I thank everybody for your time, your interest and your support.